to my father's black card to my black card. Woo!
God, I haven't done Sambuca since I was 20 years old. Yeah! I'm the king of the world! Let's go. Did he fucking pass out? Open the door! Yo, Jason, get in! Get in! They're crazy, Jay! I learned from the best! Yeah! Woo!
Hey guys, welcome to Gaming Imperative. Today we're going to talk about the new release, Far Cry, and what I think about it, what we think about it here at Gaming Imperative, and I'm going to tell you right off the bat, it's one of the best games I've played in a long time. So I know it looks like it was all a big party game, but that was just the opening intro, just to kind of give you a feel of what actually happened. So here we're just going to take a look at the brief menu. And one thing you should know about playing Far Cry is that you're going to build your character up, sort of like an RPG, but really just unlocking skills, different sort of, I don't know if you want to call them perks, but different moves and tactics that are going to help you later on in the game, stealth things. Now, also one thing to note is, sort of like Skyrim, you'll be collecting things out in the wild, whether it be certain hides or certain fruits and plants, in order to help create certain equipment for you, like syringes for health, bandages, you know, new sacks, new wallets just to help you carry more money, new quivers. So I kind of just went through the menu there just to kind of show you, and here's some of the graphics. You can just see the graphics are terrific. Here we climbed up to one of the radio towers in the game, and you can see basically the entire island, one of the islands anyways. There are more than one, there are two that you'll be playing the main quest on. Now as you can see here in the game, you are unlocking the radio tower, and sort of like other Ubisoft games, sort of like let's talk about Assassin's Creed, when you kind of climb up and it gives you that, synchronizes that area of the map. That's sort of what this is doing right here. As you can see, it's giving you certain outposts on the map and certain landmarks that you can use. It also unlocks it so you can travel. During missions, if you go outside of this, they will cancel the mission and you will return back to normal. So now I'm at the top of this tower, and it would be really tedious to climb all the way down. So what are we going to do? I'm looking over, I'm seeing if there's a spot to jump, but it's pretty cool. There's a zip line. So let's follow it down, and as you can see, very interesting, very fun, and this is the first mission in the game, so you can kind of get a feel of how fun this game is going to be. So all throughout the game, you're going to see these chests. These chests are going to provide you with ammunition, money, as well as unlock rare items that you can use for side quests. Now as you can see here, this new move I just learned, the takedown, which I stick my machete through the enemy's chest, works pretty convincingly. Now one thing you have to do in this game is you really have to stay stealthy. This is an early mission, so the enemies are pretty easy. As you can see here, that bar is filling up. Once that bar fills up and I'm identified, now the enemy will attack. The key here is I'm going to just basically lay waste to them. But one thing to point out is you're not going to get away with this later in the game when you're playing on the tougher missions, so you're going to have to learn to be a little bit stealthy. You can unlock certain things for your weapons, like silencers, red dot sights, things of that nature. So it's not like you can't go stealth. You can. This is early in the game, so obviously I haven't unlocked any of that equipment yet. And here we go, we're playing Mario as we raise the flag, identifying that we have captured the post. Sort of like Mercenaries in a way, in that you capture different areas. There are different factions that you'll be doing missions for. So one of the other features in this game is obviously you're on a deserted island, sort of, where there's wild animals. There are wild animals all over the place. Here, as you can see, there's a boar that's attacking me, and he's hard to shoot, so even though I'm burying him, he takes about 6 to 7 shots to actually go down. And I'm going to take his hide with me that I'm going to be able to use at a later time to create whether a wallet or a sack of some sort. So as you can see, I'm just going to grab his liver there and put it in. Another feature is you have to be careful of is random attacks. As you can see here, I was just in the water. Enemy wasn't identified. I was attacked by an alligator here, and thankfully I'm a skilled knivesman, and I was able to just mash the X button to get my way out of that, as well as unlock an achievement. Another cool feature in this game is the ability to drive automobiles. The island can be big and can be a little bit cumbersome to run through the map the entire time, So this is a nice little feature to race through the level here and just kind of get to my objective as fast as possible without having to run through the woods, and also without having to worry about getting attacked by wild animals, whether it be a bear or a boar or whatever it may be. I haven't experienced much more than that at the moment, but I'm sure I will in due time. Also, another cool feature is you will be working with other NPCs in the game. Those NPCs are going to be able to help you complete missions. As you can see an example here, he's going to be driving me around in the Jeep, and that allows me to shoot enemies from the Jeep, although I won't have to on this particular mission. It's a pretty cool feature, very similar to that of an Assassin's Creed, so I think that's a cool feature in the game. Obviously everyone loves Assassin's Creed, and that's a cool thing, so anything like that is going to be great. Ubisoft definitely did a good job. Now, one thing I want to touch on is the multiplayer. A lot of people are looking for alternatives to the military online games. I'm not sure if they're going to go for this one as much. This is definitely for the more casual gamer, as you don't get any of those perks, any of those score streaks, any of those crazy things that you get in the other games. One cool thing I think is new and innovative in this game is, or in any online multiplayer game, is when the loading screen is a little bit long, but when you go into a new map, they give you a quick little tutorial. This isn't actually launched yet. This is just, the game's actually already playing, but they're giving me a little quick tutorial of the map, which you can skip, but it's nice to see that you could get familiar with the map before you get in and absolutely just get annihilated. So as you can see, I chose my loadout. I have a silenced weapon here. And essentially, we're playing Domination. So Domination is, as you know, 3 points on a map, of which you want to capture them, and the longer you hold them, the more points your team will gain. Now the bar at the top of the screen will identify as to who's winning. As you can see, it's right almost deadlocked. It sways back and forth as you're playing. The weapon control is pretty good, although it's definitely not like what you're used to with the military games. There's definitely a lot more kick, as well as just an overall sluggishness to the aim, to the firing of the weapons. The reload is quick. The grenades a little bit, as you can see, just a kind of a weird toss there. If you're used to the Call of Duties and the Battlefields, this is going to be a little bit unusual for you. You might feel a little bit weird. But at the same time, that difference might be what makes you have a little bit more fun with these games. I know some people get sick of the competitive nature of Call of Duties and the Battlefields, where everyone's just yelling at each other in the lobby. Why do you do this? Why do you help me capture the objective? Screaming at each other. So as you can see, a nice little double kill there, capturing the objective, defending it. Now, I personally enjoyed the multiplayer. I thought it was pretty good. It's not something I would do all the time, only because I do enjoy that competitiveness, and I did enjoy the choice of playing many different games. The online multiplayer with Far Cry is, no pun intended, a far cry from the online military games, because there's very limited modes. One thing, if you noticed, I just revived that guy. Everybody has a moment or two after they are killed to be revived, no matter what. You don't need to add anything onto yourself. Everybody has it. Now you have the opportunity to end your life and respawn if you choose to, if you do not want to wait for somebody to come up and save you. You could lengthen the time by mashing the A button, or you could just press B and end it all together. As you can see here, we won the game, and there's a nice little cutscene at the end where they identify the characters by name. What you have is the top 3 players on the winning team, and they're basically assassinating through some comical cutscene with the enemy #1 player. So as you can see here, this is how the game ends. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and personally I would pick up Far Cry. I think it's great. If you guys like, please like, subscribe, comment. Overall, if I had to grade this game between the multiplayer, the graphics, the gameplay, I would give it a 9.5. I definitely think it's up there. It should be valued more than even Halo. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and look forward to doing another review soon for you guys.